Welcome everyone to another episode of the Weekly Transformer, where today we're going to take a look at Soundwave Shattered Glass version. Again, different packaging, quick spin around. This is amazing artwork, awesome work here on the back. You can see Laserbeak Ravage and the Shattered Glass Soundwave there. Same image here, same image here. There's the man himself in the windowless box where you can touch his little gourd there. I'm interested to see how these eyes look here when we pop him out of the box, because green eyes, maybe he's got some light piping. As always, Shattered Glass comes with this super sick comic book. I think Mark did one of the covers for this. I think I remember him being super stoked about that in one of the fan streams. So without further ado, let's pop this guy out of the package and have a good look at him. Here we have Shattered Glass Soundwave out of the packaging in his white and blue color scheme with the little pops of green there. Looks pretty okay. I'm not a huge fan of this pearlescent blue paint on the arms and the other areas. It's I honestly wish it was just a solid blue. The pearlescent just kind of doesn't. It works very well on the head. Looks amazing on the head. But elsewhere, not so much. And there are some issues with this guy, so we'll get to those later. But if you've had the Netflix Soundwave, you know what this guy is. He's just a retool of the Siege Soundwave. In this case, this is Blaster, because I don't have the original Siege Soundwave, and I got this Walmart exclusive 35-year guy instead. But ooh, yeah, there's a couple little issues with this guy that really gets to me. Most of them being QC things, and my copy may not be the same for everyone else, but my copy has some QC issues. Starting off, let's just pop a Laserbeak off of here. In case no one ever knew, there are little grooves here that are made, and they're on both arms. They're actually made to let Laserbeak sit on his arm, which I think that's an awesome little detail that the designers put in. That's great to me. Of course, we still have the opening door like we had on the original one. Little Ravage here. We'll take a look at him in a moment. And here's where we kind of start some issues. The paint, this blue metallic paint, really bleeds strangely, and can be evident there. The softness is just not very crisp, and my guns, they have some issues. This gun here, if the camera can pick it up, has definitely has some paint issues here where it looks like someone touched it before it was fully dry and it's all smeared. The blue around here is just not, it does not match up very well. It's a very crooked line. And the back, looks okay. Yeah, that's one of my issues. The other one is the yellowing. So this gun here, this is definitely a shade lighter than this. This whole handle piece here is already started to yellow right out of the package. And this was wrapped up. These accessories were wrapped up in the paper like they always are now. So this is what was just out of the box. And we'll see some more issues of that later. Also, I have some yellowing on these little wrist skids that were on the original release. This one's a little more yellow than this one is, but there are some yellowing issues going on with this guy that it really bothers me. Another QC thing is the wrists seem really floppy, especially this one. Like this one's very loose on my copy. That could just be due to how many times they've remade these arms. Maybe the peg is not very good here, but I do have some issues with that. Other than that, we get all the same posability as we had before. So head can go all the way around. You get a slight tilt to the side and slight up, slight down, which is great. It definitely adds some dynamism to the posing. Arms go out for the T, wrists go in due to transformation, but that does give you some display options. Arm all the way around, arm 90 there. At the we have a bicep swivel, of course. Then at the legs here, we do get move the skirt up. Do get pretty much all the way up. Move the skirt back here. Do get pretty good the ways back. Then we get the 90 at the knee. We don't get a full angle tilt on this guy. He can Van Dam with no ankle tilt, but no ankle tilt in this case. And see, they're even just messing with him. This guy just keeps flopping in. So that's a quick overview of his robot mode. For accessories, other accessories, we get the laser beak here, painted in a thicker red, cast in this dark gunmetal, which I like, the main body casting here. And the paint looks really good on this guy. Looks really, really good on this laser beak. Other than that, we have Ravage here, and we'll transform him very quickly. He's you know, nothing we've seen before. Yeah, and my copy, this leg does not like to stay on at all. So just popping him out real fast. Of course, we got the little thumb thing there to help get his head out. All right, and rotate these. That will not stay on. Take these legs around and down and around and down, which is definitely a more complex transformation than Laserbeak. By all means, not complex, but more complex than Laserbeak. Come on, foot, get down there. See, God, man, that foot just keeps coming off. There's another QC right there. This little mushroom peg does not like to stay on at all. So here we have our Laserbeak and our Ravage accessories, and here's another issue I take with it. So these are the MicroMaster releases of these figures, rather than the Siege Netflix Walmart exclusive version. It has the original MicroMaster head, and this has the MicroMaster head here. I really wish that they would have given us the Siege Netflix one. I don't know why they didn't. I don't know why they. One small thing of tooling, that would have been the only difference there. Just, yeah, that kind of baffles me. And maybe I just didn't look at the promo images enough. So, you know, that's one thing. Also, I really wish that he had a little Decepticon symbol there, and that he had one here. It'd be nice to have those little tampos, those little details on these guys. Man, this leg does not like to stay on. So that's a quick overview of this guy. We're going to transform him and take a look at him in his alt mode, and in doing so, get into a couple more issues. So I'm going to speed up this transformation video. If you do want to see the full video, I'll leave a link up here somewhere where you can actually see how the whole process goes in slow motion. But it's nothing difficult, no crazy twists or turns. What we're going to get to here is one of the other issues, yellowing out of the box. This panel was closed up in here, never saw light or anything, and it's yellowing already. That is a big issue. You can probably hear it in my voice by the lack of enthusiasm for this figure. Normally I'm pretty excited when I'm doing these things, but I'm pretty unhappy with this little bit of yellowing that came in on this guy. So here we have Soundwave and his tape cassette mode. Working door. We'll just close Laserbeak up real fast and drop him in so we can see how he looks inside of the cassette mode, which is another issue. Laserbeak does not like to close up well in this. Well, and that time it actually did, but he was getting caught on there. So we'll see how he looks with the tape in there. I think he looks better with the Ravage in there, like I had at the beginning of the video. You know, cassette door still works very good. The mechanisms still work very well. It's got some really, you know, all the nice sculpted in detail of the tape deck in here, the right, the left. But the biggest thing is like this here, this yellowing, it really bothers me so much. You can see the comparison there. It is night and day. There's even yellowing on this joint here, a little yellow. This is kind of dingy. So something's definitely going on with my release. I don't know if this was just, maybe it's just my copy, maybe it's just my batch. Definitely going to contact Hasbro and see what can be done, or just, you know, see what they say about it, because it really ruins the figure for me a lot, as well as a couple other things that I've mentioned here before. One being the yellowing in this. This is two different shades. You can definitely tell that. So let's we're gonna throw him back into robot mode, do some final thoughts, and quick comparison to the original Siege release, or the original Siege release mold. So for some final thoughts on Shattered Glass Soundwave here, you know, I was really excited to get this guy again. I sold my original version, my Netflix version, because I wasn't collecting at that point. I just had it, and then I was like, I don't want this anymore. that was a bonehead move on my mistake. I definitely should have kept him, because this release does not replace him by any means. He's got his good things, mainly this head. This is awesome. I love this head so much. I love this bandana, this green bandana, and the green light piping that he has is very, very, very nice. But there are so many QC issues with my copy. It bothers me so much. Bad painting here, bad painting here, and the biggest thing is the yellowing on the gun, the yellowing on the foot, or the foot cover. Some yellowing on this joint here already, and even the plastic, it seems thinner for some reason. And maybe this is just because it's the white plastic, and the white plastic is it is thinner, but it seems so much thinner than if we look at the original release here, or rather the original mold, with the Siege blaster, sound blaster. I don't know, this just seems thicker, seems sturdier, seems built better all around. The feet seem to be thicker down here versus like even this looks seems thinner to me. So that bothers me a lot. Again, release I was very, very excited about, and just to have this kind of disappoint me. It's, you know, you can hear it in my voice. I'm usually super stoked about these things, but I'm kind of I'm not liking it on this one. Likewise with the Laserbeak and the Ravage. You know, something simple, just as the head sculpt here, but you know, it's not the Netflix Soundwave head sculpts that we got before. It's the original Micromaster head sculpts. Don't really understand why that decision was made. Maybe that was a budgetary decision. This is not an indictment against the designers. The figure's designed very well. I love the way that Mark redesigned this head, and the head is painted the best of everything on this. And the same with these. Like I like these little guys. I'm not a huge fan of this guy's design, but again, that's not the Transformer designers. That's the Netflix designers that came up with this kind of weird dog Ravage version we have here. But yeah, all in all, a release that I'm fairly disappointed with, and I like to be positive, and you know, it's but sometimes you have to call a spade. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you would, please subscribe, leave me a comment if you would. You know, it's I know I'm getting a few views, so if I could get a few likes and a few subscribes, that would be pretty cool. It would let me know what to make more of, or better yet, comments. You guys let me know what you like seeing, what you don't like seeing, what I can do better. I always like to get better. Thank you very much for your time. Y'all have a great day. God bless.